Have you ever wondered what it's really like to grow old and live alone? Not just being alone for a few hours, but waking up to an empty house, eating meals in silence, and going to bed without having said a single word all day. It's something few people talk about until it happens. And by then, many feel lost or unsure of how to move forward. But the truth is this: growing old alone doesn't have to mean feeling lonely. If you take the right steps, you can still stay emotionally steady, mentally strong, and physically active, even when there's no one else around. In this video, we'll walk through 4 essential things every older adult should do when living alone. These aren't just simple feel-good tips. They're habits grounded in real-life experience and supported by psychological research. Practical, realistic, and surprisingly powerful. Create a consistent daily routine. When you live alone, one of the first things to fade is your sense of time. Without people coming and going or set appointments to keep, the days can blur together. You might eat breakfast at noon, stay in pajamas all day, and forget what day it even is. That may seem harmless at first, but over time, it can impact your mental clarity and emotional balance. That's why you should build a simple daily routine. Wake up at the same time, wash up and get dressed, prepare a proper breakfast, move your body or get some fresh air, eat dinner at a set time, go to bed early. This isn't about being busy. It's about giving your brain and body something predictable, a rhythm to hold on to. Take Walter, 81, for example. After his wife passed away, he felt lost. The days felt like fog, but once he started waking up early, opening the curtains, making tea, and walking outside every morning, he felt more clear-headed and in control. Gentle daily movement to keep your body and mind awake. Living alone often means moving less. You wake up, sit in one chair, move to another, maybe walk to the kitchen, then back again. Over time, your joints ache, your back stiffens, and even standing up can feel like a task. But here's the good news. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment. What you do need is small, daily movement. Walk to the end of the street and back. Stand up and sit down 10 times from your chair. Stretch while waiting for the kettle to boil. These small movements send a powerful message to your body. I still need you. Eleanor, 78, was like that too. After her husband passed, she stayed home most days. Her knees began to hurt and she felt tired even after sleeping. One morning, she walked to her mailbox. The next day, she did it again. Within weeks, she was walking around her neighborhood. She said it didn't change her life overnight, but it gave her a reason to start each day. Small but steady social connections. When you live alone, silence can feel both peaceful and heavy. Sometimes you can go a whole day, or days, without anyone saying your name. Even for independent people, too much isolation can slowly wear down your emotional well-being. But staying connected doesn't mean you need a big circle of friends or loud gatherings. It means making space for small human moments. A short phone call, a smile and chat with a neighbor, a kind word at the store. These small interactions matter more than you think. They remind you that you're still seen, still heard, still part of the world. Take Richard, 83. He lived alone after his sons moved away. He barely spoke to anyone except at doctor visits. One day, he left a note for his neighbor offering to check their mail while they were away. That turned into a thank you note, then into Saturday morning coffee. A small connection, but a meaningful one. You can also find purpose by helping others, volunteering, mentoring, or even just listening. Your presence and your story still matter, even if your house is quiet. A personal purpose that gives you a reason to wake up. There's a quiet danger in old age that no one talks about enough. Not just loneliness, but the loss of purpose. When work ends, the house falls silent, and people stop depending on you. It's easy to feel like you're no longer needed. But that feeling is a lie. Purpose doesn't retire. It evolves. And even when you live alone, finding new purpose is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. Purpose doesn't have to be big or public. It just needs to matter to you. Writing letters to your grandchildren, growing tomatoes on your porch, calling someone every morning to check in, keeping a journal, painting, or recording family memories. Samuel, 79, lived alone after his wife died. One day, he found his old typewriter and began typing up his memories, stories from the Navy, how he met his wife, moments with his daughter. No one asked him to do it, but it gave him peace. It gave his quiet home new meaning. Even science shows that having purpose reduces stress, protects mental health, and may even help you live longer. Because we're not meant to drift, we're meant to aim. With purpose, your days don't just pass, they matter. Final thoughts. Growing old alone can be one of life's hardest transitions. The world may feel quieter, smaller, and more distant, but it's also a time when, with the right mindset and habits, you can rediscover parts of yourself that were buried under years of noise and responsibility. Maybe today's video reminded you of something in your own life, an empty chair, a quiet morning, a longing for connection. You're not alone. And more importantly, you're not powerless. By building a routine, staying active, making small connections, and finding a purpose that gives your days meaning, you can turn solitude into strength. So which of these four stood out to you most? Which one are you already doing? Which will you try tomorrow? We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Your voice matters, and reading your stories encourages us deeply. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating meaningful content for people like you. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you in the next video.